is basically assaulted and forced heroin. He is now rendered unconscious in front of people. He is then taken to the greenhouse, carried to the greenhouse. Is he alive at this point? I don't know. He's slumped or kind of fireman carried, arm in arm. He's kind of, let's say, like carried off an NFL field. He's carried out. And about 30 to 40 minutes later, a gunshot is heard. That is the shot through his mouth. After that, these people stay in the house. The killers of Kurt Cobain are Dylan Carlson and Daniel Clint Rich. I call him Danny Rich. Everyone knows who Dylan is. No one's ever heard the name Daniel Clint Rich. Now you have. The accessories, or if you want to call them witnesses, I call them accessories. Michael Callie DeWitt, Renee Navarrete, Jessica Hopper, Jennifer Adamson, and Bonnie Dillard. These people have been caught talking about it before, and even though we say, oh, that's hearsay, someone said this, I'm not a judge, I'm not the cops, I'm a storyteller. I solve murders, I kill killers, that's what I do. Those people never spoke, they covered up this murder, and it's shameful. As for the killers, for Dylan and Danny, they have to reckon with themselves and with God eventually.
Haters in average Joes would say to me, Kurt Cobain committed suicide. I always would say that's a lie. It took me 2 seconds to look at the pictures of the death of Kurt Cobain to say he was murdered. First off, he had, besides the heroin amount, other drugs in his system. He would not have been able to shoot himself. Second off, he had shoes on. He would have had to use his feet to pull the trigger. 20-gauge shotgun was used. So he most definitely was murdered. I never said it was a suicide. For years I said he was murdered. Kurt Cobain was the reason why I taught myself to play the guitar. I was 11 when I started. I loved Kurt Cobain Nirvana since I was 7 or 8. I owned every CD. I had everything Kurt Cobain Nirvana. I thought Kurt Cobain was the coolest, most talented individual. His style, king of grunge, no one could top. Kurt Cobain Nirvana, the greatest music of any era, hands down, the greatest sounding vocals, spawned from Aberdeen, Washington, 1967 to 1994, murdered the lead guitarist and singer, king of grunge, Kurt Cobain, the Nirvana. He passed me the torch to keep Perfect State of Peace alive. Grunge with a twist, my childhood idol. Kurt Cobain still is to this day. He just doesn't want me for a sunbeam. Sunbeams are made like me. Jamin Unleashed, get rid of all the unbelief. I'm taking on the souls to save before damnation, contamination from the enemy. Jesus saves, Jamin brings. Cobain, pass me the torch to carry on the legacy of Nirvana, the perfect state of peace. I will be the end time pipe piper. Here I am, Jamin Jesse, Hertlein.
Jamin was very upset that Kurt was beat up before he was murdered. And in honor of Kurt Cobain, Jamin's band is the Nirvana. In honor of you, Kurt. In honor of you. The Nirvana.